begin. Okay, everybody is now unmuted. So I unmuted everybody. And does anybody want to raise their hand and tell me if they know what the word silver lining means? So it's a phrase called silver lining is a metaphor. Anybody tell me what that means? I'm going to mute everybody right now, but please raise your hand electronically if you've ever heard of silver lining, a silver lining. Okay, so I don't see anybody's hand raised, so I will give you my explanation. Oh, wait a minute. I've got Gabe raising his hand. Awesome. Go ahead, Gabe.
When something good happens out of something that something bad happened.
Whoa, guys, that is the best explanation I have ever heard for a silver lining. Gabe, you are the man. So listen to this, guys. I'm going to unmute everybody again, and I hope you all are going to be nice and quiet in the background. Let's
Can you turn this?
Okay, unmuted. Everybody's quiet. Now, I was really excited to hear Gabe's explanation. Okay, guys, there's a lot of extra noise, so I'm going to mute all. But when something bad happens, like the corona crisis, right? When something bad happens, I always look for the good things to come from that. And the best thing to come from this, does anybody know what the biggest silver lining is right now during this COVID-19? And I have a hand going up there, and go for it. And that is, well, I believe so. I believe it's Victoria. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, the good part out of this is that you get to hang out with your family a lot more.
Wow, that is awesome. I am so excited about that. That is amazing. Can anybody, Avery, do you have another one that you can give me on a silver lining? Go for it.
You don't get to play with your friends, but you have more time at home, so you can play outside more, and you can spend time outside.
Wow, that is, Avery, that is beautiful. Gabe, can you share, please?
Oh, sorry. I'm going to lower my hand 1 second.
Okay, no problem, buddy. And how about you? Let's see, who else? Lucia, go for it, honey.
We still get schoolwork.
Oh, that's right. And we love that. And also Cam has his hand up. Cam, can you tell me
I
what
lowered
you
it.
want to share?
I lowered it.
Oh, okay. Okay, now it's lowered. There you go. All right, Gabe, you have something else to add, buddy? Go ahead, Gabe.
Yeah. I wanted to say for what we were talking about, I wanted to say you're at home, and I really like being at home.
Oh, well, you know what, guys? I'm really happy to hear that you guys find so many silver linings. And can I tell you what my favorite one is? Besides being with my family more and more, my favorite silver lining is that the world is getting safer. So the biggest silver lining is the reduction of pollution. Guys, do you know that the word reduction means decrease? Everybody go like this. Reduction means decrease. Reduction means decrease. And decrease means is that the amount of pollution in the air has actually gone down in almost every single country in the world. Now, this is the greatest experiment in environmental science since the beginning of time. The greatest world experiment. It's really, really exciting. So there's something called, and I'm just going to mute everybody for just a minute here. There's something called nitrogen dioxide. Now, nitrogen dioxide is kind of invisible, And we don't have a lot of it in the Boston area where we live, but in some parts of the world, they have so much nitrogen dioxide in the air that it's unhealthy to breathe. And so it's really important that your air is free of something called nitrogen dioxide. Now, guess what? When the pollution goes down, people with asthma, I don't know if you've ever heard of asthma, but it's a disease that's kind of makes it hard to breathe, okay? And when you have asthma, you want no pollution. So those people are really, really happy now. The other thing is that other bacterias and microorganisms that want to enter our bodies don't do it as much when the pollution is low, because we have stronger immunity to fight off any viruses. So our bodies are much more healthy. The other thing that's good about no pollution or lower pollution is that our crops, our plants, our vegetables, our fruits all grow in abundance, and they grow much healthier. We save energy. It reduces the amount of fumes that are in the air. It really does so many good things. And so I'm excited to show you some of the things that have happened. And I want you guys to tell me, can you see, and I'm going to unmute everybody now, so everybody be nice and quiet, okay? In China right now, this is a picture of 4 months ago before COVID-19. And do you see all the dark orange? Dark orange means lots of nitrogen dioxide, lots of nitrogen dioxide. And so what happened is 1 month after they stopped opening the factories, 1 month after they stopped driving cars and having boats moving product and trucks moving product, guess what happened? What do you think that looks like? Everybody tell me. Do you guys now see how
Really, any carbon dioxide?
Yeah, there's hardly any nitrogen dioxide. Now, there's a place that I'm going to have to mute everybody because there's some noise. There's a place that my father used to live called South Korea. And South Korea is right about here to the northeast of China. And South Korea had a lot of pollution, but their pollution is down more than half. Now, 50% is half. They are down by 54%. So they're down pollution by even more than 50%. Now, another place I want to talk about is Italy. Do you guys see Italy here? I'm going to unmute everybody and hope that there's no noise in the background. Let's try it again. So in Italy, there was so much pollution at the base of the Alps mountain range back many, many, many years ago, and up to last year. But in 1 year, with all the businesses shutting down and the factories shutting down, do you guys see how the color is so much less orange over Italy? Now, it's really amazing to look at some of these pictures, but look at what happened a year ago in China, and look how dark it is. And then 1 year today, just a few months ago, there's almost no pollution in the air at all. And now, I want to tell you about something amazing. Are you guys ready?
Do we have anything?
You guys ready for this?
Actually.
All right, we're going to mute all because there's noise in the background. And here we go. There is a place in India where they were right at the base of the tallest mountain in the world. The Himalayan mountains are where Mount Everest is. And there were people living in India that for the last 30 years could never see the mountains. Can you imagine there was that much pollution that they couldn't see the mountains? Now, they literally, about a month ago, started to see the mountains. And a lot of them were uneducated. And they didn't go to school like you. And they didn't know their geography. And they didn't even know that they were close to these mountains. And now they can see them. It's really beautiful. I want to show you a picture, and I want to try to unmute everybody. So please, in the background, make sure there's no noise. Here we go. So everybody's unmuted. If you look on the right here, this picture shows that there's no pollution. And on the left, this is what Delhi is usually like. So Delhi is in India, and it's one of the most polluted cities in the world, but not anymore. Isn't that exciting for those people? So exciting. Now, Lila, you raised your hand, honey. Go for it.
Can we see how much pollution in America?
You know, I am so glad that you asked me that question. Are you ready for America? Here we go. Now, 1 year ago, this is the part of America, guys, where we live. We live in a place called the Northeast United States, if you know that. Now, the Northeast United States has Vermont, it has New Hampshire, it has Maine, it has Massachusetts. What else does it have?
Boston?
Well, Boston is in Massachusetts.
New York City? Or
And-
Connecticut, I think?
Yep, so New York City is right here where I wrote NY. This is Long Island, which is part of New York.
Rhode
This is
Island.
Rhode Island. This is New York State. This is Pennsylvania. And this is Maryland. Now, guys, do you see how dark? Do you see, and I'm going to just mute everybody, a little noise in the background. Do you guys see how dark it is? This color, the dark colors, represent lots and lots of pollution. Now, the number of molecules of nitrogen dioxide in this area 1 year ago was really, really hard to breathe. Boston was pretty good, but still a little bit of pollution. Now look at what happened 1 year later. Are you ready? Look at this, guys. Look at the Boston area. There's hardly any pollution in the Boston area. And even the area around New York City looks better than it did 1 year ago. So I am really, really excited about the amount of pollution that has gone down in the entire world. Now, I want everybody right now to go to page 6 in their packet. If you have your packet, please go to page 6. And if you're all on page 6, you will see that it shows all the great cities around the world. Los Angeles, pollution is down 31%. In New York, pollution is down 25%, which is 1/4 of all the pollution that they used to have. London is down 9%. Sao Paulo in Brazil is down 32%. Madrid in Spain is down 11%. Delhi in India is down 60%, which is the biggest drop of any city. Wuhan, China is down 44%. Seoul, Korea, 54%. And there's one very strange thing. Rome, their pollution is up by 30%. I have no idea why that's happening, but I have a little bit of an idea that when people have to stay home and it's cold outside, they run the heat in their house a lot more. And when you run your heat in the house a lot, it sends off gases into the atmosphere. And those gases include nitrogen dioxide. So I think that maybe people in Rome are using their heaters more than ever. I just don't know for sure. But I want you guys to look now at Los Angeles. Now, this is when you guys have to ask me some really good questions. So I want you to listen first and then raise your hand to ask me some good questions. So, do you guys see how I took boxes? And who can tell me, please raise your hand electronically, who can tell me how many boxes are in each of these bars? How many boxes? Don't say it out loud. Think about it. Count it. 1, 2, 3. Don't say it out loud. Send me a raised hand. And are you ready, guys? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Say it. Go. Yes. Now watch this, guys.
I love Los Angeles.
If you take, watch this. If you take anything and split it up into 10 equal pieces, here's what happens. If you take anything and split it up into 10 equal pieces, each piece is worth 10%. Can you guys please, and by the way, Avery, I wanted to also thank you for your chat, where you asked, you said, I hope you are doing great, and I am doing great. Are you guys ready? Let's count, guys, from 10% to 100%. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, go. 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%,
50%, 60%, 70%,
80%, 90%, 100%. Now, guys, very, very cool. Now, watch this. New York, air pollution came down by 25%. Los Angeles came down by 31%. So here's what I did. Mr. Kramer shaded in 10% for Los Angeles and another 10% and then another 10%. You can tell me how much is 3 groups of 10%. Raise your hand on 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
30.
Yes. And guess what? You see this little tiny piece right here? That represents the remaining 1%. So this is 31%. Now I want everybody right now to work with me, and we're gonna shade in 25% pollution decrease in New York. So let's do it together. Everybody get their pencil. I'm gonna use a green highlighter. So we're gonna first do 25%, which is 10%. And so I'm going to do 10.
I think you're starting with this size because you're taking it away.
And then I'm going to do another 10%. Now, who can tell me how much I have right now? 10% plus 10%. How much is that? Say it out loud.
20%.
That is 2 tens, which is 20%. Now, I need another 5%. So how much should I shade in of the third box?
Half.
Who can tell me how much? And Julian, I heard you say it. Go for it, buddy.
Half.
Yes! Awesome, Julian. Everybody do that right now. Shade in half of the third box. Oh my gosh, Julian, I am so excited that you knew that it was another 5%. So guys, if I take 10% and the 10% and the 5%, what happens when I add them all up? What do I get, guys?
Do you understand what he's saying?
Yes.
What do I get? I get 25%. Now, I want to ask you a question. Can anybody tell me how much pollution is left in New York? How much pollution is left in this remaining piece? Who wants to count it with me? Are you ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%, 70%, and another little
75%.
So guess what, guys? There is only 75% of the pollution remaining in New York City. Now that is the best. So 75% pollution is still there. Now that's not good, but it's better than it was before. Now, I want you guys, Andrew, did you have your hand up, buddy?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I'm just gonna say 75.
Awesome. Now, who can shade in 33% for Sao Paulo, Brazil?
Go on to Sao
Everybody do it on their paper.
Paulo. Go on to Sao Paulo.
And I'm going to do it with you.
So we're going to take 33%.
I'm going to do it with you. And if you have a question, please raise your hand. If you have a question about how to shade this in, please raise your hand. Okay, I'm going to ask Victoria to give her question first. Go ahead, honey.
How much do you need to shade in a 3 for 33?
Well, let's see. If I start with one of them, that's how many percent, Victoria?
That is 10%.
Oh, good. And if I do another one,
20%.
what's that going to be? 20%. And if I do another one, what's that going to be?
That's 30%.
And then I just have another little bit left. How much is left? 3%. So it's just a small portion of the next bar, and everyone can see now that if I add 3% and 10% and 10% and 10%, I get 33%. Avery, you had a question too. Go for it, Avery.
Can you use colored pencils?
Yes, I love colored pencils. Those are my favorite. Andrew, do you have another question, buddy?
67%.
Whoa. Wait a minute.
7%.
Did you just tell me
9%.
that there were 67% remaining?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's amazing.
What
Oh my gosh. I am so proud of you guys. Andrew, that was rocking awesome. Now guys, do the next one. Do the next one. Do London. Do London. I can't wait to do London.
Down negative.
Everybody for just a second. So since you're all muted right now, just make sure that you raise your hand electronically if you want to share. Now, London is one of my favorite cities, but they have so many cars in London. That's one of the reasons why their pollution is so bad. So it's going to be interesting to see how you guys shade in 9%, because it's a little tiny bit less than 10%. So Avery, I'm going to unmute you. Go for it.
I did this and I left a little space. So it would be 10.
Well, guess what, Avery? You completely nailed it. You completely nailed it, honey. It was awesome.
And
Yes?
I was looking at it and I saw that there's in London there's still 91% of pollution.
Oh, wow. Now, I don't know if anybody else got that, but Andrew had his hand up. Andrew, did you also get 91% left of pollution? I'm sorry, Andrew. I didn't unmute you. Go ahead, honey.
Yes, I was gonna say that.
Wow, that is amazing. Now, guys, London needs to do a better job, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think that London needs to do a better job? Now, here we go. What are we going to do about Rome? Now, I am really, really interested in this because Rome is the only place that I've found where the pollution has gone up. It boggles the mind. How could that be? So what are we going to do with a 30% increase? Who's got some ideas? Because I'm not even sure, because we can't take away pollution. What are we going to do? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let everybody think about it. You can even talk to your parents if they're there. Now, I see that Gabe raised his hand. Gabe, I'm going to go over and choose you right now. Go for it, Gabe.
I was thinking you could add 3 more boxes.
Guys, what do you think about that? Do you guys want to add 3 more boxes? Lucia, what do you think?
I think
We should do a plus 30 sign at the end of it.
Whoa, I love it. And Tess, what do you think, Tess?
I think we should put the boxes on the other side.
Oh, I like, you mean over here on the left side where it's
Yeah.
home? You know what? You helped us out so much because I had no room on my picture. Avery, what do you think?
I was thinking we could add 3 more squares and then color in the rest and say 30 more pollution.
All right. And Victoria, do you have anything to add to that, honey?
I was thinking that maybe we could split some of the boxes and just maybe we can split some of the boxes and then add the half boxes as 10.
Okay, guess what, guys? I want to use everybody's idea right now. Watch this. I'm going to add 3 boxes, and watch what I did. I measured out our boxes, And I'm going to use Tessa's idea about putting it on the left side, which I really like that idea. And I'm going to use Gabe's idea and everybody else who said that we should add 3. And guess what? Now, here's what we have to do. We have to take our red pen, my red pen, and I'm going to go all the way over this box. And we know that there is, now this is really hard. This next question is going to be really hard. So I don't know if anybody can get this. You ready? How much pollution is left in Rome? How much pollution is left in Rome? And I'm going to let you guys think about it. And I've got Tess and Gabe raising their hand, and I'm going to unmute everybody in a second. Everybody say what they think, even if it's wrong. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3, go.
130.
130.
Oh my gosh. Everybody give a round of applause right now to the mathletes. You guys absolutely rock.
Now you're just being
It
delayed.
is 130%. of
I didn't know it had
And guys, guess what I'm gonna do?
Because Rome
Listen,
did.
everybody, for a second here. I am gonna stay away from Rome until they get their pollution act together. Do you guys agree with that? Stay away from Rome until they get their pollution act together. Now, let's continue going to Madrid, Spain. Now, Madrid, Spain, just so you know, is right over here and is one of my favorite places. It's a little bit north of Africa. It's near Portugal, and it's on the same latitude as Boston. So one of the reasons I love Spain is because it's on the same latitude as Boston. So let's everybody do Madrid, Spain, 11% decrease. So everybody work on that, and then go to Delhi, and then Mumbai, and Wuhan, and Seoul, and oh, the places you'll go. So I'm gonna do Madrid, but I have to be really careful. And I'm going to use some of the skills that Avery taught me about doing just a tiny bit more, because with 9%, she just did a tiny bit less. And I really, really like that a lot. I really like that a lot. It helped me out a lot. And I'm going to write 9% there. I'm going to write 11% here. And then I'm kind of interested in how much pollution is left. So you know that you're taking 11 away from 100. And if anybody knows and they want to raise their hand, and Ava, I'm going to call on you right now. Hold on a second. Ava, go for it. Whoops.
I don't know it, but my parents went to Barcelona, Spain.
Wow. Well, I got to tell you something. I want you to see this. Now, Mr. Kramer, I have also been to Barcelona. Now, I want you to see this, okay? Right now, Barcelona, Spain has very little pollution, but look at what they look like a year ago, Ava. Barcelona, Spain was very, very dark, but now it is nice and clean. We can breathe the air. So I'm so, so excited about that. And I want to go back to the page we were working on. And Ava, that was a really good comment. Also, Julian, you have a comment, buddy. Go ahead.
I don't have a comment. I know the answer to it.
Whoa. Give it to me, buddy. Give it to me. Go.
89.
Whoa. 89% pollution. That's still polluted, but it's way, way better. And you are awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, I am going to lower everybody's hand until the next one. Delhi is the most fun I've had, and I'll tell you why. The reason why I love Delhi is because they have gone down by the most percent of any city in the world. Now remember, Delhi used to be the most polluted. It was so dangerous to ingest that air, but now it's safe. So I want everybody to do Delhi and shade in the decrease in pollution. And oh, this is so much fun. Oh, and Lila, Lila, you have your hand up, honey. Go ahead.
I finished.
You finished. Did you finish Delhi?
I finished all of it.
All of them. Wow, that's so cool. So can you tell me how much is left in Delhi, please? How much pollution is left? Whoa, that is awesome. 40%
40.
pollution. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Who can tell me right now, and I'm gonna, oh, Avery, you had your hand up too, honey. Go ahead.
I finished my whole thing.
Wow. Well, guys, you can, if you did not finish, you could do this during the week, but I want everybody right now to go to page 7 in their packet. Everybody go to page 7 in their packet, please. And here's what I want you guys to do. And also, Cam, could you please turn off your virtual background for me? I'd really appreciate that. Whatever that's making you look.
What time is it?
Yeah, I want you to
Delhi.
look like everybody else right now. So turn off your virtual background, please. And I'm just going to ask Cam if you could turn off your virtual background, please, because it's on right now and I don't want it for anybody. I'd appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Now, I want you guys to look at this. This is a list of 65, I'm sorry, I think over 100 cities in India. Now, remember I told you that India has the most pollution of any country in the world. So these are 80, I think maybe, let's see, 84. Let's see how many cities there are. 102 cities of India.
Mom.
Now, what I want you guys to look at here is the number. First of all, I'm going to mute everybody to make sure they can hear it. Just a month ago, on March 22nd, you guys see this? March 22nd, at 7 o'clock in the morning, the air quality in a place called Amaravati was 32. Now, air quality, AQI, is the air quality index. The higher your number, the better your air quality. So their air quality was only 32. 32 is not a very good air quality. Now, they imposed a curfew in India. That means no cars were allowed on the road, no factories could be open, no boats could be moving in the harbor, nobody could be outside smoking, there was no fumes going into the air. And 24 hours later, the air quality got better by 20 points. It went from 32 to 52. And I want you guys to raise your hand right now if you can tell me in the next city, which I cannot even pronounce, Rajamahendravaram, that's the best I can do is to sing it. If they went from 44 to 53, I want you to tell me, did the Did they go up or down, and by how much? So raise your hand electronically if you know. Did they go up or down, and by how much? So I am going to let you guys think about it from 44 up to 53. So what do you guys think? Who's going to raise their hand electronically? Oh, I see Gabe is. Gabe, go ahead, buddy. Oh, wait, actually, wait a minute. I have Paul first and then Gabe. Go for it, Paul.
Up 9.
Wait a minute. Up 9 points? That's pretty good. Let me check in with Gabe. Gabe, what do you think? Gabe, I'm trying to unmute you. Go for it.
I agree.
You agree. Does anybody else agree that it went up by 9? Give me a big thumbs up. Give me a big thumbs up right now. All right. Now, the next one, Tirupati. Tirupati. Tirupati, that's kind of a funny sound to me, but in India, I bet it doesn't sound funny at all. Now, they went from 44 to 48. I want you to put that answer in yours, and then I want you to say it when I say 1, 2, 3. Okay? On 3, 1, 2, 3, go.
4.
But you have to say plus 4. You have to say plus 4. Now, everybody now look at Muzaffarpur. Muzaffarpur. Everybody look at Muzaffarpur. And the reason I wanted you to look at Muzaffarpur is this. Because they went from 179 air quality, which was pretty good, down to 146 in 24 hours. And I'm thinking, why did that happen? But we can't say plus. We have to say that it went down by 33. So I want you to see what I do here, guys. I'm going to look at 179, and I'm going to take away 146. Now, everybody say this with me. Are you ready? When we say 9, take away 6, we get what? On 3, 1, 2, 3, go. Say it.
3.
And then 7, take away 4. 7, take away 4. On 3, 1, 2, 3.
Blah, 3.
And therefore, we have a 33 negative. And so we went down by 33 points. Now, I want you guys to start on the next one, or you can do actually any one you want. So I'm looking around here and look what I see. I like this one because I think I can do that pretty easily.
Ooh.
This one, Ankleshwar, went from 84 down to 82. So I'm going to put a what in there, guys? Say it out loud.
Minus.
A minus what, though?
2.
Minus
2.
Minus out.
Please don't yell it. Please don't yell it. That's very important. Now, the next one went from 88 down to 87. Say it on 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
1.
Minus 1. Let's do the next one, guys. We're on a roll. Nandasari. Go to Nandasari. From 128 down to 124. On 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
Red. 4.
No, you have to say minus 4. You have to say minus 4. Now, guys, ooh, this is a good one. The next one we're going to do is Bhakti. I want you guys to do Bhakti. Bhakti went from 84 up to 105. That was a really nice push. Now, don't say it out loud. Do not say it out loud, but I want you to tell me what it went up to. So think about this. Sabrina, you thinking about that? Yeah? So I have to think of the difference from 84 up to 105. From 84 to 105. Anybody gonna raise their hand to share? So I'm gonna mute everybody right now, and if you could please raise your hand to tell me what you think the answer is. So I'm gonna choose Tess. Tess, can you tell me what the answer is to Vapi?
Plus 21.
Wow, everybody give her a round of applause. That was awesome. That was awesome. Now, I'm gonna choose another one right now, and we're gonna have to go, I think, to a different page. Oh, wow. Now, guys, here's one that I wanna do, and I want everybody to raise their hand if they know the answer. So we're gonna go to Hissar. And remember, don't just say the difference. You have to say if it went up or down. All right, everybody, on 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
Minus 2.
Cannot say just 2. You have to say minus 2. So you have to say, come on, everybody say it.
Minus 2.
Minus 2.
Beautiful job. Now, I've got a challenging one for you guys. Are you ready? This is the biggest challenge so far today. And I'm going to do the challenge in green. And it's called Karnal, India. So I want you to work on this, work on Karnal. And then I want you to send me a raise hand electronically if you think you know what it is. Everybody work on that. And I already have one hand that went up, which is awesome, Adrian, but don't say it just yet. Work on this is a hard one. It's a really hard one. Now remember, when I say 1, 2, 3, not yet, I want you guys to remember to tell me if it's plus or minus. Plus or minus. All right, guys. On 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
112.
Wow. Well, I have to tell you guys, the best part about what you just did, I mean, truly, the best part about what you just did is you said minus, because you know that it went down from 202 all the way down to 90. And it's really, really hard to do subtraction. Now, for me, I love subtraction because when I do subtraction, I do things like add. So I go, how do I get from 65 up to 75? And 75 down to 65 minus 10. So I go through these and I go, what really is going on here? So these are all the different places, and you could travel to all these wonderful places in India. Now, I've got another little challenge for you right over here. And this place has another name that is definitely hard for me to pronounce, Jabalpur. Jabalpur. If you go to Jabalpur, and I want you guys to send me a raise hand if you know what Jabalpur has gone to, down or up, negative or positive. So I want everybody to really pay attention to that. And then please raise your hand electronically so I know that you're there. Okay? Ooh, I've got a bunch of people. Okay. So I am going to choose first Cam. So go ahead, Cam.
I forget.
Okay, no problem. I'm gonna go with Andrew. Go ahead, Andrew.
It's like it's plus.
So from 96 to 78, you think is plus?
Oh, I thought you were going from 78 to 96.
Got it, got it, got it. So hold on a second. I want to choose, can you raise your hand electronically, please? Otherwise, I don't know who you are. For some reason, the names aren't coming up. So if you raise your hand electronically, then I can do it. So, and I'm so sorry, the guy that has the Bruins jersey on, go for it.
Minus
Alexander, sorry about that. Go for it.
minus 18.
Whoa, minus 18. Avery, did you have minus 18?
Yes.
Whoa, how about you, Tess?
Yes.
How about you, Cam?
Yes.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, now guys, I want to show you something that I gave you the answers to all of these questions. So as you go through them, for instance, the one we just did, where we figured out it was minus 18, guys, look at it over here. Do you see that one? So you guys can see the change to all of these. And now I want to ask you a question. Ava, you have your hand up, honey. Go for it. And you have to unmute yourself because you're muted and I'm trying to unmute you. Ava, try again, honey, if you can.
What
There you
page
go.
was that on?
Oh, this one here is the last page in your packet on page 13. Page 13. Now, before we leave, I just want to show you something very, very special. Okay, you ready? In my favorite place in the world is Paris, France. And it was very, very polluted 1 year ago, March. But today, everybody, look at Paris, France now. So I want to start traveling again. Whenever they allow us to travel, I'm going to say to my family, I want to travel. Now that I've been spending so much time with you guys, and I know how much is so much fun to be with you, I want to travel even more. So I'm so proud of everybody, and I hope everybody will take this journey with me, okay, and celebrate the new world in which we live. The new world in which we live can be way, way better. So when everybody goes back to work and back to school and the factories open up and people are driving on the
Remind
road,
me.
when that happens, I want everybody to remember that it can be so much healthier for everybody if we be careful about the amount of emissions and fumes that we generate. So everybody, do you guys want to go through this with me? And what we're going to do today is a little bit different. We're going to do our little cheer. Are you ready? We're going to say these percentages. Go. Negative 32%. Go.
Negative 31%. Negative 25. Negative
9%. Negative 11%. Negative
4%.
negative 60%. Negative 44%. Negative 54%. But never, never increase pollution like Rome at plus 30%. Go. 0. 2, 4, 6.
6, 8.
Food,
We appreciate athletes.
Oh.
Athletes.
And I will see you guys. Let's see, we're going to stop sharing. I will see you guys in 167 hours. Now, can everybody see each other and say goodbye to your friends? Bye, mathematicians. Bye, mathematicians. Breathe better. Breathe better. Everybody breathe. Everybody breathe. Everybody breathe. Oh, the air is so nice. The air is so nice. I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
I guess you got.